I'm doing dishes, but I'll be sitting down in a
We
minute.
are live, people.
Woohoo!
We're
Hello, hello.
live.
Hello, hello, people. Today we are going to recap Love and Marriage, Huntsville, Season 9, Episode 11. It don't make no sense. Not sense, but scent with an S. Recap.
You know what?
The smell.
Yes.
Right?
I'm
Okay.
assuming,
Like, is it right?
yes. That's what he said. I had to go back and look at it because I thought I had accidentally wrote scent instead of sense. And that's what it is. Yeah.
That's a synonym or a homonym. Which one is it? Synonym?
It's a homonym.
Homonym. I knew it's one of two.
Synonym is the word that means the same.
Same
Homonym
thing.
is a
Right,
word
okay,
that sound the same with different
Same,
meanings.
yeah. Like hour and hour.
But actually, I don't know if scent and sense is the same. It's not a homonym.
They
It's
may
not
be.
Homophones, not homophone. Yeah. That's the same thing.
Homonym.
Those are same sounds too. Homophones is something else.
Homonyms.
It's a homophone too.
I mean, well, listen.
Yeah.
If this episode did nothing
phone just means sounds.
Right. So
and homo means same.
Like homosexual. Right.
Yes. Yes.
Oh Lord. Okay.
So now we got
let me share this out and then do y'all want to rate it? No, let's do the chapstick. You think? Oh no, we didn't introduce who we are, Joy. You didn't do it.
Oh, y'all do it. I just got
okay. She doing Instagram. Okay. So it's your girl, Pretty Doll Montique.
Callie.
Oh, she's trying to sound demure and proper. Mm-hmm. Don't let her fool y'all.
Very demure, very prim and proper.
Prim and proper.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And we are here with Joy, the Pre, the P, the H, and the D. Okay.
Hello.
Hi. And homophones. Wait a minute, I just remember. Homophones are words that are spelled the same with different meanings.
With different meanings. Okay.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah.
Okay. Since we started off with all this educational stuff, I mean, this episode brought about the confusion of sense in the title and tea bags. Which kind of tea bag were they talking about today? Okay,
I knew exactly what she was talking about.
I did, but you can see the face, especially on Nell and on Madani. They were confused.
Really?
That's not very common because I'm gonna be honest. I only know about tea bagging because of reality TV.
Oh,
Somebody had said something about they was laying on the floor playing with their dog and they had laid their head down and their dog went over them like they were teabagging. And I was like, teabagging?
What is teabagging?
I could even tell you when it was because it became very popular when Trump was president the first time.
Did Karen not know what it was when they were on Wendy's trip? It was on somebody's trip.
I don't know.
Yeah, and it was only because of
when the guy
everybody goes right to the sexual aspect of it as opposed to regular.
Yeah. And they used to call the Tea Party from Trump his first season the tea bag. That's the only reason why I know. Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Because,
So I posted a little definition on TikTok, okay?
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
You know,
with panties,
educate the people.
With panties and everything.
What's our chat stick?
Listen, so the word on
opinion, entertainment purposes only. Okay, go.
The word on the street is that there is a rumble down in the Cherry Blossom Trundle at the reunion. The battle is allegedly between Mia and Kiana. Now I got that gossip from Montique, so take it over.
No, I can't remember who said it.
I got it off of Reading.
Oh, maybe that's where I got it from.
But somebody had
said it.
Yeah, somebody told us on our live.
Yeah, somebody said it, but when we were on our live, but I got it from Reading, and that's where I got the kicking from.
See,
because I heard. So talk about what happened, Joy. What you heard happen.
I don't know exactly what caused it or what's the situation, but and somebody did a blind item. So
yes, that's what I saw.
Yeah, and so if people don't know what a blind light item is, there's people that do blind items. We don't know who they are. They're anonymous, but they are almost always correct. Mm-hmm. Actually, I don't know of a situation where they haven't been. So, which tells me this is somebody close to production or production.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, I don't know what caused the fight or what the situation was, but allegedly Kiana and Mia got into a fight, and allegedly Mia kicked Kiana, and then I read somewhere that she left with another scar.
What would they be fighting about?
The only thing that I wondered about, because they really have had limited interaction, I do wonder, because Kiana has a counseling, or not her, but her boyfriend has the counseling facility. I wonder, did she mention that Mia was playing in her face? I do wonder, because if you look at some of these interviews that they've been doing with Potomac, the ladies, they all paint Mia like a liar.
Yeah.
Nobody knows what to believe, and I think maybe it got a little deep.
Yeah.
Well, did Mia say that her boyfriend, before he was the whole social worker, that he was a drug dealer?
No, it was a different one, but I was thinking that too.
Yeah, they probably been going at it a little bit because of that.
Possibly.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of what I was thinking.
I mean, hands down, possibly. I'm not gonna argue with that.
Yeah,
but I do think that there is. They all at some point went hard on Mia, and they know they had to bring it to this reunion because their biggest fish, so to speak, was gone. They spent a great deal talking about Karen, and she wasn't at the reunion.
Mm-hmm.
So if you think about what we've seen, the only thing that they could go with was Mia, which is
her
enough.
actions.
Which is enough in itself. If she was going to be a big fish anyway.
Mm-hmm. Lord.
So I wonder if she did not go into rehab earlier. First of all, she wanted to avoid it, but she's going last minute because she's noticed in this season she has been the storyline aside from Mia. Every single thing that's been talked about has really been about her DUI. So she's probably like, I don't know about me going to that reunion. And then, here comes rehab. I don't know. Something to think about.
I think she went because she wanted to show favor with the judge. This is just my guess. Because this is not Karen's first DUI. Karen knew she was facing jail time. That would be the only reason why she didn't take some kind of plea deal down, because it doesn't make any sense for her to go to trial, especially knowing that video is out there. Because if we didn't know, Karen knew, and her lawyer at some point knew before trial, because they played that at trial. So her lawyer had access to it. So my assumption is she had to go to trial. She had to take a chance in her mind because she was facing jail time. And she was just like, I have to throw it all at the wall, because who wants to be 60-something in jail?
Yeah.
So, and she's facing like 3 years, up to 3 years. And they say that in Maryland, they really hard on second offenders.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they said this is one of those states. So it's quite possible she felt like she had to. So I could see her now going to rehab. Personally, if Karen was smart, she should have immediately went to rehab and missed the first couple of weeks of, because all she had to do was an inpatient 30-day, and then you don't even have to be 30 days, possibly, but you do an inpatient 30-day and then do your weekly meetings. And she could have been, it would have been a different kind of season. Yes, she did what she did, but I'm on a road of trying to get my life together. That would have,
my truth, I'm gonna be vindicated.
Correct.
Yeah.
It would have been a different kind of season, because had she went to rehab, and even because it happened in March, they usually start filming around her birthday, which is May.
Mm-hmm.
She would have been in and out of rehab. But Karen is arrogant. Her arrogance, because there's no way your second DUI that she shouldn't have went to rehab. Showing favor now is not gonna, trying to go to rehab now is not gonna show a great deal of favor for the judge. And
Well,
she
I read
had,
somewhere.
even if she filmed and went during the hiatus, would have even been better.
Yeah, I had read that she checked in because she probably knew that she shouldn't even talk about it before her sentencing, because she was still going to try to act like she didn't do nothing wrong.
Well,
And if the judge or anyone saw that, then they would know that she had no remorse.
I mean,
so
she
it probably was
showed that
best
she
for her
had
not
no
to.
remorse after it filming. It
She
would have been
did.
she would have been in her best interest to go to rehab immediately following. Even if she missed a week or two, they would have waited on her. They would have made it look like she wasn't even gone.
Mm-hmm. They would have just did some filler and had her in the
Yeah.
beginning. And yeah.
And
they would have done the hat party later. They would have done some stuff later.
And people would have went more gently on her, because if you're saying, look, I did this, I had to go to rehab, I'm working on myself. So it would have been a different kind of season, but it would have been more beneficial, I think, for her sentence wise. And I would have been like,
Atlanta. Remember when they just did Portia and Kenya when nobody else was filming?
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct. That's why I said we didn't even know that.
We didn't know that till they said
it. Girls is just getting to know one another. We didn't even know they were on strike. That's why I said she tripped. Karen, I don't know who her lawyers are, and it could be a situation where her lawyers was trying to tell her to do something, and Karen wasn't really feeling it, because she was on the season saying, I'm drinking, just not in front of them. So I'm like, Karen wasn't ready. She wasn't ready.
Yeah, she said, I'm drinking, just not in front of you bitches.
Right. Sure did.
She did. But we about to start the thing, but I have a question for y'all about Mia and Kay. Who do you think was the aggressor?
Mia.
I don't know.
You think? I don't know.
I
think Kay is a reactor.
Yeah, that's probably exactly what I was about to say.
Yeah, I do agree with that, Callie. Now that you said
but
that.
I'm sure she had a reason to react, though.
Yeah.
Because people were saying that, because both of them at this point have fought twice on camera.
Right.
If this is the case, and people that
both of them what, Joy?
That this is both of their second fight. Mia had a physical altercation with Wendy, and now with Kiana.
No, that was not a physical altercation.
With Wendy?
Yeah, she threw. You mean the drink where she was protecting herself from Wendy's fingers that were walking across the table?
And she had to have thrown a purse harder at Wendy for her to break her nails.
She could have had her lead press ons. Let's come off real quick. I don't.
No, her hands were bleeding.
I don't remember the blood.
Yeah, remember they went to go get the Band-Aid? She showed her fingers.
Yeah, okay. I don't consider that a fight. But.
Those wasn't no press ons.
How you know, Joy?
Because she was showing her hands. At some point, her nail had broke, and she needed I want to say Giselle or somebody when he got her a Band-Aid or something.
Well, we're talking about if it was a press on or not. We wouldn't know that.
Girl, press on pops, right? Have you worn press on?
No, I try not to wear them.
Okay. They come right off. The reason that's a 1 day, 2 match of situation. They come off easily. They don't stay on long. They're the glue.
They just pop on off.
Yeah, they pop off. Now they do have a different kind of glue for press-on nails that you could do under an LED light that I've seen, and it's possible she got them, but even still, it's that glue isn't that strong, because I've done my nails like that with that. It's a special kind of glue that it has to be that I don't know what the word is, that compresses when you put them under the light, and it looks like a more natural. It looks like you've gotten your nails done instead of a press on. Y'all haven't seen those commercials?
We have. I've seen them.
Yeah.
Okay. So
anyway,
who do you think won?
Mia's so big.
I know she's big.
Yeah, and that's the only reason, because Mia's really tall. But Mia also, in all her ghetto-ness, she likes to act a little uppity.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to say anything. I don't want to continue the fight. So she might have kicked her, and then Kiana maybe knocked her down and won. But if she didn't get knocked down, then Mia won the fight.
Okay.
That's why I said, I'm like, for her to kick her, that means she had to be on the floor.
Yeah, so
If she got a scar on her
did get
head,
kicked,
yeah.
grab her foot and flip her over. So I can't wait to see what happens.
I don't
Lord,
think,
I wanna-
you
you know they
you
gonna
think they gonna show that?
I don't
Whatever
know.
they show, should they be fired? I say yes.
Both of them?
Yeah, I do. Yes,
Okay.
because this is Kiana's second fight. But she wasn't even a real part of the cast the first time, but they still brought her on.
Yeah.
It's as
She was a
if, did you
friend of
think
the
she
show,
wouldn't fight
yeah.
again? I know, that's what I'm saying. She wasn't a part of the cast.
Yeah. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right, y'all. Let's get into y'all ready. Y'all want to rate Love and Marriage Huntsville?
Yeah, we can.
Okay.
This was a eventful episode
Yeah.
because I had saw that preview because I had watched Carlos King. He Reality with the King. He was interviewing Latricia.
Yep.
Yeah.
Letitia. What's her
Which
name?
I got
Was
so
that
many
good?
questions
Was that
about
good?
her.
No, I don't
No.
like his show.
No.
He
I
do
don't
too
either.
much
I didn't
screaming.
even try to
and
watch
stuff.
it.
He do too much screaming and laughing, and
Yeah.
he's too. Ugh. He just do too much, and he's trying to do some of the little quirky things that Andy Cohen does on his
Right.
show,
Mhm.
and it just isn't smooth.
He was the weatherman, and
Yeah, it's not
It wasn't
smooth.
right.
Yeah, it's too
Okay.
long for one. It was a whole hour. Like
Oh,
Andy,
no.
yeah, it was a whole hour. But I did appreciate like some of the conversations and explanations that she offered to kind of explain. I do wonder, was this film before they quit?
I think it was. I didn't watch it all the way through though.
Yeah.
I just tried to. The only reason I even turned it on, Joy, is because I was trying to get to where you said the preview for next
the last
week's
5 minutes. It was literally in the
Yep.
last 5 minutes. And they showed a preview of the interaction between Martell and Marsau at the end.
Yeah.
And that was, I was like, I mean, I was screaming to the TV that I had to go back, rewind it, and so I could film it for you all so you can see it, and then I filmed it again. And just to kind of give y'all, I know that Callie redid it too for Chatter Up, and we got like 30,000 looks.
Did we?
Right.
Yes,
Yes,
it's under
already.
24 hours. And I got on my little TikTok page, because I did the same thing. I got right now 22,900.
Well, I need to look on my page.
I think the reason that it got so many on our page is because nobody watched Carlos' show. So we were the first ones to see it.
You might be right. You might be
You know,
right.
we were the first ones to see it and post it. And so now they're like, where'd you get this from? Let me go watch the show.
Yeah.
I told y'all she's shady, y'all. She is shady. Okay. It's the
Callie, look, we got on the Chatter Up 33,700, and she put hers after me.
Yes, a couple of hours like after yours. Yep.
Okay, I'm sharing on mine from Chatter Up. That is hilarious. Oh my God. Okay.
I don't know what we gonna do when this app go away. I'm just disgusted that they say that the app won't immediately go away, but we won't be able to get any updates, and eventually it just won't work.
Wow.
Really?
Yeah, that's what they're saying. I would love to know if anybody's in here listening, where are people gonna go?
You said Lemonade or something, right, Callie?
But people aren't really feeling Lemonade, and they're owned by TikTok. That's a TikTok app. Lemonade is a TikTok app. When you go to your, I don't know if you are, I'm an Android girl, so I go to the Play Store. So if you go to the Play Store, it tells you it's a TikTok app. So eventually all the stuff that's at TikTok, I'm assuming will be at Lemonade. But Lemonade right now, you can only do 30-second videos.
Oh.
But that's how TikTok started off. I don't know if y'all remember that.
I do.
Yeah, I thought it was 60 seconds, but yeah.
But then it went to 60
TikTok.
seconds.
Is that what you call it? What do you call it? TikTok?
It
what
is.
Do you like it's tweet and Twitter. What do you call it when you TikTok? Do you just TikTok?
Yes.
Okay, I'll never TikTok.
I don't. Yeah, I love TikTok. So I don't know what I'm gonna do
TikTok.
after the 20th, baby, because it's gone. Supreme Court did see it over the week last
They
week.
did?
Yeah, they saw it. I want to say it was Friday or Thursday, and they're supposed to be giving. They haven't ruled anything. I'm assuming they're
Okay.
going to rule this week. They really don't have a choice. But if they rule this week, it's only going to extend it for a little bit. So,
Lord.
That's going to change a lot of people's finances.
It did.
Yes.
It really did.
I mean, because
some of these people, that's what the hell they make their money.
Yeah, and a lot of people are disappointed because they feel like people are refused. And I see a lot of videos saying, don't go to Facebook or Instagram. They are mad at Mark Zuckerberg because they feel like he's the one that started this. Because you start to see a lot of people leave. A lot of content is put up on TikTok.
Yeah.
Oh.
And it's not there. People aren't doing those kind of videos on Instagram or Facebook. So we'll see.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I know that he did try to do the stories. So his stories was supposed to kind of be, and the reels were supposed to kind of be like TikTok. But it just didn't catch on.
Correct.
Like I guess he hoped.
Yeah. Because TikTok, you can do them longer. You can do a TikTok up to 10 minutes now.
Yep.
Somebody just needs to do. Joy, I saw one of your videos where you said, "Would y'all just go and create another app?"
I've been saying that for the longest time. Like, the United States has some really good people that are into tech. Like, why aren't anybody else creating a TikTok, something similar in the United States? Yes, it comes with provisions, but it will pick up. Like, they had almost a year to do it. The person who would have did it would have been uber rich.
Yeah. Oh well.
How about y'all ready to get into it?
On Love and Marriage. We in 20 minutes.
So it starts with Melody and Kimmy meeting.
I thought that was so strange. Do you think that
what
was?
What do y'all think about Kimmy?
Well, I was surprised, honestly, that Kimmy took that back to her. But, they have agreed that if there was anything out there, they would try and come and let each other know. I don't necessarily think that was one of the things they meant, but I think that's why she took it back to her. I don't know. It was weird. But Melody was, Melody. Okay, well, I don't like her. That is the cute. That's going to be a funny meme. I don't like her.
Like Mariah, I don't know her.
I don't like her. Yeah, that's it was a weird scene, though.
Always been the bone collector, though, right?
No.
Like here lately?
No, I don't. I think that she has in person. I don't think the bone collector. She has in person kind. Like Kimmy isn't what I would consider two-faced. Is Kimmy gonna tell you, girl, you know you wrong in your face, and she may or may not say, I'm taking this to her right. Yeah, right. But she taking this to her right.
Cause she going to you.
Yeah, because Kimmy's
did you think it was strange that they met up at the house? Do you think?
I thought it was strange because of last week's episode.
What do you mean?
When we left off, Kimmy and the last conversation that we saw of Kimmy and Mel was telling her, I don't care to have that conversation with you.
Oh, okay.
See, I wouldn't have had ever another conversation with you. Because you're willing to have conversations about other people, but not when you're talking about me.
Right. But they saw each other at the Mimosa thing, and it seemed like they must have made up, maybe?
I don't know.
Well, I don't think they ever left mad. I mean, to the point where they weren't going to speak anymore. They probably just tried to keep on going with what they needed to do for the show.
Melanie said at the end, at the end of that conversation, you won't hear me talking about you and Maurice and no lipstick nowhere else. See, to me, that deserved a punch in the face. I felt like you playing with me at this point. Like, no, ain't nobody telling you not to talk. I just want you to talk to me. I want you to give me the same courtesy that you want me to give you, that you initiated and asked for me to give you. So Kimmy is doing her part.
I agree with that. And I feel like
Kimmy is doing her part.
maybe. Like Tisha did rub some stuff in her face and kind of seemed gloating and all that over their situation. But I don't think Kimmy ever did that.
I don't ever think Kimmy was gloating. There are people that feel like Kimmy.
No, Tisha, not Kimmy. I think Tisha did, but not Kimmy.
Well, that's what I'm saying. There are people that feel like Kimmy did. Hers just wasn't overt.
Really? I can't recall one instance.
Laughing at what Melanie gave them as a wedding present, or calling her bougie, or that. I think the difference between Tisha and Kimmy will pretty much say things to your face.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? She's not two-faced. Tisha seemed to be two-faced because obviously Melanie and Tisha had more personal conversations. If she did have them with Kimmy didn't talk about it.
Yes, I agree.
Right.
So I kind of think she didn't, because at some point when Tisha wasn't talking to Melanie, I remember Tisha was trying to basically tell Kimmy, like, why are you talking to her? And Kimmy was like, I mean, I don't have a problem with her. You know, that sort of kind of conversation was up.
Right.
Yeah.
So I tend to think that Tisha and Mel were just tighter. And you know she has to be tight, because we know that they were so tight that Melanie was telling her who Martell was messing with and sent her pictures.
Yeah, that's true.
I think they used to go on vacations and stuff together with them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I think that they were tighter than Kimmy was with Mel.
Okay.
Yeah, I can see that.
So
let's see.
But yeah,
So
after
Kimmy
that,
went back and told Melody about Chris
Tricia.
Fletcher. Because I mean, we talked around it. We didn't even say what it was. Chris Fletcher apparently hooking Tricia up with Martell. But didn't they clear that up, or no? Did they not?
Yeah, but Melody didn't get to clear it up with anybody.
Okay. But
So,
she didn't make it seem like there was any kind of, or maybe they didn't show it. But did she even say what Fletcher said, or like, no?
Was you mean Kimmy?
Yeah.
All she said was, it's more to it than just, it's more to it than what we were told. It sounds like Fletcher told him to go and hook up with her or something like that.
Yeah.
And so Melody's concerned. Some people are probably thinking that Melody wants him back as a result, and that's why she keeps talking about who he may have dated or not dated. I don't think that's the point. I think for me, Melody wants to know what kind of friends she has. You guys were friends of ours. You were helping us when we were going through our divorce or whatever. So now I'm learning, Fletcher, that you possibly set him up with another woman knowing that we were still married, even though we were separated. I don't think it's anything to do with her wanting him back at all. I think it's about where are my friends at? My friends wouldn't do that. Let me find out what's going on. That's what I
agree with that. Like, I mean, I feel like the same thing is kind of going on in Beverly Hills. Like, why are you talking to? And I know they were friends, but still, if you're trying to mentor us and we're supposedly trying to see if we can get back together, because at this point, I think that's what they were hoping. Yeah. Why are you telling him about, when he said, are there any cute girls at the gym? He should have been like, yes, there are always cute girls at the gym, but aren't you trying to work on your marriage? Like that to me, or don't put me in the middle, or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of just giving her name.
So I wonder why Shamar told people that he was the reason that they hooked up. Well, why did she tell us that?
Shamar, because she's Shamar.
Okay.
I don't know. I feel like she just can't keep her story straight. And I don't know if she remembers what she did tell them and what she didn't. Right?
Girl, a lie. You can't never remember what lie you told. But the truth remains the same.
I don't think she can remember. Because even when they showed the clip to the next week, it seemed like something changed. Like, because Nell asked her, which I'm skipping a little bit. So y'all just watched the movie and she was like, yeah, in the beginning. Like, I think she's about to add something else. So I don't know.
She might be. Her and Mia would probably be good friends.
Her and who? Mia? Oh,
mm-hmm.
Yes. Mia and Tricia be lying. Okay. So it goes to Destiny and Tisha meeting up somewhere.
And Martell came in, yeah.
And it seems like they were there for a little while talking. And then Martell shows up.
And Tisha got up and left that ice cream on the table. It was a fresh bowl, too.
Was that what that was? Ice
out.
cream. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't have left my ice cream.
I would have grabbed it. Give me a to-go bag or something.
I'm not. You know, I love me some ice cream. So what do you think that was smart of her to leave?
Yeah, I don't think she should ever. I don't think anybody should sit there with somebody who treats them the way that Martell is trying to do. No, I wouldn't have sat there. Get up and go. He's being mean. I don't like it. I don't like the way he's so freely talking about her in public like that. No matter what they did when Melody and him were going through their divorce. Yeah, Tisha was shady then more than anybody else. But this is a little different to me. You're doing this to publicly hurt her. Leave her out of it. We know she went through her bad stuff. But me watching a man do that to a woman, no. I don't like it.
What do you think, Joy? Do you think that she was smart getting up and leaving?
In my opinion, Marsau didn't protect her by asking her to leave in the first place.
No, we talking about when she meeting with Destiny.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that's fine. Yeah. That was probably smart. Yeah. Because it would have been even disrespectful for her to have that conversation with Martell. Because what would be the point of you apologizing to me and not my husband? That's a slap in his face.
Do you think Destiny knew he was coming?
Yes, that's what. Go tell it. That's a good.
She said it. She said she mentioned it to him. I mean, Martell said she mentioned that she was going to be there.
Right, but she didn't say that she invited him to come. He said, when I heard she was we were going to be here, I decided to come by. So I wasn't sure.
No, because she said, "I hate you didn't get the chance to apologize."
Right.
So you don't think that means
they also got call sheets?
Right.
Okay, there you go.
I mean, they know.
So they know where you at.
Yeah. They got call sheets and times. This isn't it ain't last minute. Where you want to go? What you feel like?
Right. Because
they have to get permits and it's too many logistics involved. So they have call sheets.
Okay. So do y'all think she should be mad at Destiny or no then?
No.
Not
necessarily. I do think it changes though. I don't think it's a permanent situation. You can, because the situation, they don't know what's going to happen in the midst of a season. Two people could get into it that may not have been on the call sheet. Now we need to talk. Here, let's make it happen. So we know that kind of stuff happens. It's not etched in stone, but they do have call sheets. And people know where people are at whatever time.
Okay. Martell at that moment when she walked away, I think that was the moment when he decided I'm not being nice anymore, because he even said I'm done being nice.
He said that a couple weeks ago too, though, when he first
I'm tired of being nice.
Production team. When he went to her new production space, he said that same thing.
So is this where he's not being nice anymore, right?
He's not, and it's not a good look for him. If the girls get into it, let the girls get into it. Stay out of it, Peter. I don't like that. Am I true?
But yeah, he's involving the wives or the ladies in it. Because Tisha was collateral damage, man.
Yeah, that ain't cool.
Thing.
Yeah.
I hate that. Okay, what's next on here? Okay, so Tisha runs to, I guess you would go to your husband, like after this happened, and tell him what happens. And he said that he was happy that she walked away because Martell does not have the mental capacity to speak to her or any woman or anybody without being disrespectful. Do y'all agree with that?
Yes. Yeah. But did you notice how Marsau said, I'm glad you did that, babe. It's hard for me to protect you if I don't know where you're at or something like that.
Right. Yeah.
So he made it a point to say the word protect her twice in the episode, as if he was told you don't appear to be protecting her. That's the feeling I got when he threw that comment out there. Like he didn't feel like he was protecting her enough. But
From what, Martell, or from anything?
Martell.
Because he don't act like he care half the time, in my opinion. Okay, let's see what else. He said he didn't want her to get into it with a woman. Yeah, okay, I put that. All right, so are we on Destiny? Because I'm talking about Madani. Oh, I like that Madani is her grandmother's name and her dad's name. Did y'all know that?
Yeah.
He's mentioned it before.
She said that before.
So you can tell I don't pay her no
When
attention.
I was watching her talk to her daddy, I do have a little empathy for her. It explains her hard exterior. When you are raised by a man, you raise a different kind of girl. That's just strongly independent. And I think that because she's missing, you don't really get to see a soft side of her. You just see a hard side of her. I think I'm a little hard as a woman. I had to learn how to be softer.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
So you think that's why she like that?
Yeah, it is. You can't be raised. I mean, a man can't. It's just, I mean, let's keep it a buck. If you believe that we talk about sassy boy men all the time, a lot of it is due to, men are, a lot of guys today are raised by single mothers. And while single mothers are rock stars, hands down, we're not men. So we're often more emotional than men. And men pick up, boys grow up in a house like that with a mom that is emotional. And that's how they a lot of times respond. I don't know why people wouldn't think it would be the same with a girl who has been raised by a man, and men aren't emotional.
Yeah.
And you're raised, because I'm like that. I'm usually quite practical. I'm always looking for a solution. Sometimes I have to remind myself, girl, you got a whole husband.
Yeah.
Let him do his part. Yeah.
I'm solution driven too. I am too, but I was raised by both, but still. Yeah. I get it. We skipped. This is when she was with Lance. Okay, sorry. So so they in her storage space. What they doing? Explain to me.
How old is he?
I don't know.
That's what I can't figure out. I don't know exactly how old she is. I'm assuming she's in her 30s, but I thought initially he was in his 20s. Maybe
no.
He's been married twice, so
yeah, he's probably close to 40.
So
and
he
Mel
just
had
looks
him
young. He just looks young. Yeah. So I mean, it is what it is, because it looked like she kind of got a young tender, but that ain't the case.
He does look like, and he's short.
And Nell
and he
is
doesn't.
only,
that is.
Nell is like 55. Then we look
her
up. So
he can't be. I mean, that means she would have had him at 15.
It's possible.
Oh well, I guess it is.
It's definitely possible.
But let's look it up. Who can look it up real quick?
What's his real name?
Lance Fletcher, I guess.
No, that's.
Oh no, he's not. He's her.
Yeah,
son.
That's not her.
He had, what's his business name? Lance something too. I will say this show they will wear a t-shirt with their business name on it, and I ain't mad at it. I'm proud of him though. He seems to be one of the few from what they portray of their kids that's got his head on right. But what is he doing? Is he like, I didn't know you could do all that to a storage space. Are people using storage spaces as businesses now?
There, yes, and in some places, but yeah.
So would you go to a storage space business?
If I don't have people coming to buy something from me directly, then if she's really just using it as a place to make her candles and her scents, and she's not going to have people coming there, I don't see anything wrong with
okay. So it's not like a storefront. It's just
like
it's her inventory place.
Yeah, but some people there do sell stuff out. They do open like 8 to 5 and have people come buy stuff.
It looked like a flea market. Here in St. Louis, we have like a flea market place like that, where you can get like a 8x10 or however much it is, and you can put your business there.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, and you can have it Thursday through Sunday, and that's how you make your money. And they have good stuff there. That's what, before people were like in line with like DH Gate and had access to overseas and Temu and stuff, that's where you went to go get the cheap stuff. Because that's where you can go get the fake, what's the name of them tennis shoes that cost $1,000 that the kids is wearing, them ugly, heavy shoes.
Oh, Harachis?
No, them not that expensive. My baby had a couple pair of them.
Oh, okay, I don't know because they ugly to me.
Balenciagas.
He was born in 1991.
Who was born in 1991?
Lance, that's what it says. Lance.
He's like 32. He's early 30.
Wow.
Yeah, because I graduated.
His name is Lance D'Angelo Fletcher.
Yeah.
He looks like a D'Angelo.
Maybe he adopted him.
He must have. And what's Destiny's age then?
I imagine she in her mid-30s.
You think she's younger than Melody?
How old is Melanie?
About to be 40.
But she might already be 40.
I don't know how old she is. I was assuming that she and Martell were kind of close in age, maybe about 3 or 4 years. You can't hardly ever tell with black women, so I don't know.
Okay, let's see.
Because I mean, who would think that Nell and Kimmy are close in age?
Yeah.
And Miss Wanda.
Right. Right.
Whatever.
It's black women are kind of, you can't always tell. And if they're heavy and neither one, Wanda may be a little, you really can't tell.
Yeah, that's true.
Because when they lose weight, you be like, girl, you took about 15 years off your face.
Yeah, but off your whole life. And they start dressing better. Because you can dress younger too.
That's true. That is
I think Kimmy them all dress younger.
Yeah.
But so do you think that are they a couple or are they just a doing it?
That sounds so funny. Well, he said they've been hanging out for a while. So, I mean, they're definitely dating based on the way they talk.
There were rumors way before this season started that she was messing with.
He's a cutie.
Him. Mm-hmm. But I don't know. I mean, she's single. He's single. Who cares?
I like it. I'm here for it.
Yeah, I think he's cute too. The only thing, and I'm just a little goofy, I guess. She might need to just take him to go shopping. That's all I'm saying. Get him a new shirt. What was that? Come on.
His shirt was his business.
Huh?
His shirt was his business.
No, it wasn't. The black and white shirt was his business shirt?
Oh, the green shirt. What black and white shirt?
On the show. Today that we watched.
Oh, I just saw the business shirt when they was in the storage. It was a green shirt.
No, I mean that little black and white thing. I don't know. I thought he was still working in the back somewhere. But he's cute though. I have seen him look nice too when he had on that little pink suit. That's why I'm like, well, this is her opening or whatever, and you're her man and you're hugging her, and you should be dressed differently. That's what I thought.
I didn't pay attention. I have to go back and look.
Yeah.
Let's see. So I can't remember. I think Kimmy did this again. She told that she started talking about Melody with Mimosa or whatever it's called, and Destiny found out she wasn't invited. Do you think she really thought she was going to be invited?
I think that Destiny thinks because Melody is nice or friendly when they're around, whether they pass and shade or not, she's at least, hey, how you doing? And, they didn't argue at the little Trisha's kids party. I think she thinks because Melody is friendly, that she might be friendly enough to include her in all of the different things that are going on. We see that's not true. But that's what I think that she maybe did expect it a little bit.
Well, I guess. And then Kimmy also told that Moses was in jail.
She didn't look shocked.
I was going to say, does it look like, I don't know. I'm not going to say it looked like she called the people and told, but it looked like she knew.
Have to. He was on TV.
What was on TV?
Moses got arrested after it was airing, and he was in Huntsville.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Where he shouldn't have been.
Like he was arrested during filming. He actually was arrested afterward. I don't think anybody had to call. He called on himself. He was on TV.
I don't know why he did that. That was the dumbest thing ever. So why is Destiny in charge of Nell's bachelorette party? Are they friends?
Well, they were.
But friends enough to host a bachelorette party?
Well, I think that was. I don't think none of them for real are friends at this point. I don't be more believe Nell and them. Maybe Nell and them talk outside of filming. You know, at some point, Stormy and Tisha and used to hang out, but I very rarely even see Kimmy with them at like their bar.
Right.
I very rarely, and it's nothing wrong with that. I mean, their bar is a vibe for younger people. When you knocking on 60's door, you go to a bar because it's somebody's birthday and you know you got to go.
Yeah.
Unless you a regular, you know, that's just I can see her not hanging out there. Marsau them, you know, Marsau think he a pimp all of a sudden, walking around smoking a cigar. Him and Tisha, you know, I guess they think they a boss or something. I don't know.
Honey, yes, a mob boss.
Wait a minute. Did we talk about Fletcher and Melody's meeting?
No.
Okay.
Did I skip that?
No. You can go ahead. I thought that was an interesting conversation. They went to this little popcorn shop. This is a black-owned popcorn shop too, by the way.
Oh, we hadn't got there yet, but go ahead. Okay, because Destiny's
Just so I
never
don't forget. Maybe you can write this down or whatever, but just so I won't forget because it's
go ahead. We can do it
over here. So he kind of threw Maurice under the bus, didn't he?
And
Marsau.
But people are already currently talking about Marsau cheating and has been for a year, but there's not ever been a lot of talk about Maurice as much as it has with Marsau. So when he said that, I thought, does he realize what he just said? You're saying that Maurice is the type that would get in India as if that's what he's done before.
Yeah. You know what I took from that conversation?
What?
Okay, forgive me because I'm finna curse a little bit. That was a group of hoes.
Yes, God.
They obviously was hanging out. Yeah, I cannot believe that they was going out of town and kicking it and had this little boys club and Martell is the only one cheating. They was all out there kicking it. That's the reason why they haven't hung out since they did this show. Did y'all know that? They had been on trips together and hanging out. They was each other's decoy. That's what they was doing. That was their little crew.
Yeah,
this show that messed up the good thing. Now, I don't even believe that any of them probably ain't cheated since the show, but Martell. Now, I do, well, when he was married to Melanie. Right. He probably was the only fool. The rest of them had sense enough to let their little side pieces go because wherever you go, it's always a camera. It's always this. Marsau just got a little cocky when he went to Atlanta that time and he said that he was with Fletch, because I ain't forgot that either. And he immediately said I was with Fletch. Fletch was like, I wasn't with him. We met somewhere for lunch, maybe for an hour or so. But yeah,
and what's so crazy is Nell and Fletch, she had just got a tummy tuck. Remember, she said he was with me.
Yeah, he was with me.
That was the dumbest lie he ever told.
Yeah, so or when he went to Africa and for a whole week and they take one picture.
Girl.
And they didn't have phone service that year either.
And they did, right? I forgot.
Not in Africa, they don't. I don't know how these Nigerian princes be talking to these women because his wife.
And I haven't forgotten about that one girl who we can't find her information where she released all them text messages from her the backwards and forward.
Yeah.
And her sending those. I ain't forgot that either.
That was on Twitter, wasn't it?
Yes.
I remember that.
Now they never hooked up, but surely you don't think, because he tried. He tried to mess around because he didn't hook up with her. She does admit that, but they definitely talked about it. And she definitely sent him videos, and he definitely entertained it.
He did. He
Marsau ain't innocent. He just, it's the only thing he probably said that I agree with. I just would have completed the sentence for him when he told Martell, I'm better than you. I in my head at cheating.
Yeah,
at cheating. That's the truth. And I didn't like his cockiness sitting at that table, sitting up there with him when he was just like, what did he say tomorrow?
Are we going to that? Let me go to my notes. Hold on.
We done skipped all over Chris Fletcher. Go back.
Well, that part is we know what's going on with Chris. And Melody called him out.
Well, I did feel like Melody was like Martell had told her that these people who he was with was teaching him how to
cheat respectfully.
And
that's
how to
what it's about.
Yeah. And but I really was shocked because I'm like, I bet they all did have these women sign these NDAs. I bet they did.
Here's the thing, though, and I'm not. This isn't shade or anything, but why I'm signing an NDA for the manager at the movie theater? What's really going on?
They didn't start that until later. Before the show.
Before maybe $2,500. Maybe when they were just getting $2,500 an episode.
Yeah, but still they was on TV.
Yeah.
Okay.
Before they was on TV, because these trips and stuff was before TV.
Can we get a copy of somebody's NDA? I want to read them because I don't understand.
Yeah.
What can't I say? You think about all the NDAs that P. Diddy had people sign. They all talking. So what do these things say?
Well, he's in jail now, so he can't sue them for anything. Like, is if you talk, then I can come after you.
Yeah.
And then they give people money. Like, you sign this, here's some money, and you can't talk. But if you talk, you have to give me this money back.
So, I often wonder, and people are scared to do that because I often wondered that when Trump was on trial with that porn star, she really did sign an NDA. Technically, he could have sued her.
Well,
he could have, but he would have also, it would be also him admitting that was true. But he could have sued her because that was how she got the money. She'll tell you that she was forced to sign it. She said she had her baby in her car because they walked up on her in the grocery store.
Isn't it a trip though that his attorney spent time in jail for it and he doesn't have to?
Yes. Well, he didn't spend time for that. He spent time because that idiot was trying to extort money from Nike.
No. That's her attorney. I'm talking about Donald Trump's attorney.
He didn't get in trouble for that. He got in trouble. Yeah, he did get in trouble for
right. For that he did. Her.
Yes, you're correct.
Her guy got in trouble for trying to, mess up with Nike and them.
Yeah.
Nike tennis shoes or something.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's see.
Well, you talking about Cohan. That was his fixer. I know he had to be ticked off when Donald Trump was only you're right. When he got a non-sentence, and Cohen, I think he was only in jail like 6 months. He got out due to COVID. But yeah, I know he was definitely ticked. I follow him on TikTok. I can only stand him for 10 minutes though.
Okay. Okay, so let's see. So let's go to y'all want to talk about Destiny and her daddy? We already talked about them, right?
Yeah, we already talked about them. It was a cute thing.
That bored me to tears, but Callie loved it, and so I
thought it was the sweetest story. He is so proud of his daughter.
Yeah,
I thought it was sweet. Okay, anyway, next.
Yeah, I was like, okay.
But the last thing was Marsau.
Yeah, let's get to that.
Marsau sitting up there with that pink suit on, with his sunglasses, like he cat daddy. George was something with no socks on, feet smelling like toe jam wrapped up in probably old chili or so. I hate to see dudes that.
What was so crazy was he was like, "Let me take my sunglasses off so you can see my eyes." And Martell was like, "I don't want to see your eyes." Like what?
That is such a turn off. Like you think you nigga. That's all I kept thinking in my head. Like you N-word.
I was like, why? I did not understand. It's like he has this like
Marsau don't look together on his best dress.
Now I disagree.
He don't.
I disagree. I think him and Tisha looked really cute when they were walking.
Tisha looks cute. Tisha,
both of them. He was right behind him with that little lavender suit on, them little nice looking glasses.
Oh God,
I thought they looked really cute. He looked handsome to me. I mean, I wouldn't be the waist trainer, but I'm just saying he looked handsome.
Did you see his pants? It could have been.
I didn't pay no attention to what he had on.
He looked a bit.
He did not look handsome
at all.
Really? Y'all didn't think?
Not even a little bit.
Now, I
And
wasn't.
I like
Pants. I
Marsau.
wasn't looking at him from the waist down. I just saw the, the jacket and the glass. I thought he looked nice. They look like a cute couple.
I mean, I thought Tisha looks cute.
Mm-hmm.
Her clothes. I don't know if she. It looks like she lost some weight.
She done something.
Her clothes are fitting better.
Yeah.
She done had some surgeries. Is that what you're saying, Callie?
I think she said
she already had the surgery. She's losing the weight, so it fits.
Yeah. So she looks cute. Okay. I thought they look really cute.
A lot of people, it seems like they get that surgery and then probably get on those Ozempic.
Well,
and
I think Trisha is training them, because they even said something to Destiny like, "Oh, that training's working," and then Trisha said something like, "Don't y'all start." So I'm thinking she is training them.
Yeah,
I really do. And she's doing a good job. If you
go back and watch the first season, what's her name? Always was cute.
Who?
Tisha. Oh yeah. First season, she was really, really cute. She had just gained a little weight.
You know who has gained weight? It was really showing on this episode. Maurice.
Yeah.
Oh.
He's definitely gained in the midsection. And then somebody else was questioning, what was I listening to? I was listening to one of the other bloggers. They said, I think it was QT Pie or something like that, said he looked top heavy in his stomach, like he's gotten a bigger stomach. Now here I am staring at Fletcher on TV saying, yeah, he does look a little more chubby, but he wears it well. I wouldn't have noticed had she not pointed it out.
Fletcher?
Mm-hmm, Fletcher.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. Fletcher, his suits, he wears his suits really well. Yes, Maurice, I'm looking at Maurice right now. Maurice and Marsau were heavier. Because if you look at old pictures, like they were much heavier. And it looks like before filming the first season, they both lost a lot of weight. But
they probably got the lap band. Yeah. I'm sorry.
You think so?
But they probably did. Okay, so we're going to the relaunch.
Okay, yeah.
Madonna. And
I heard
that. Every time nobody's commenting, or I'm missing them. We got people watching. Why y'all ain't commenting? Okay.
Yeah.
But every time she has something, it's
a fight or a disaster.
This time it seems like it's gonna be okay.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like it's gonna be good, and maybe she'll actually, with not as much overhead, maybe she'll get some success this time.
Let me ask you a question. What did y'all think about Destiny at her party talking to Nell, not wanting to really invite Sonny?
Yeah.
Right. She had to reassess her friendship with Nell.
So what makes me laugh at that is the fact that everybody's talking about Melody shouldn't have any feelings towards Martell unless she still has feelings for Martell. But Destiny does not supposedly have feelings for Moses, but she's upset about Sonny. So
I think
why is it not the same?
Actually, I think it's different because this is a new bring around. If this had been, if she had always been around, I would say she had lost her mind. Let's keep it a buck. She's only there talking about Destiny and Stormy because of the situation that happened.
Right. She should be happy that girl's there.
She only popped up because of that. Well, if you look at it in that regard, because I'm on this show because of that. But I think how Sonny handled the situation to me was trash. Like, I would have just kept it a buck. I'm sorry. I fell in love with him. I'm so sorry. I felt bad when it was happening because I knew I was wrong, but I couldn't help how my feelings were. It was wrong, and do whatever, and behind your back, you have to deal with it. But I'm sorry. It's how callous she was. Not callous. That's not the word.
It could be.
Just kind of nonchalant about it.
Yeah, I was just going to say blasé. So nonchalant. She was so blasé, like this didn't happen like that. And then making her the bad guy. That's the part I didn't understand. Like, why are you trying to make Destiny the bad guy? Like, she did something wrong. She didn't. She was with a guy, it didn't work out. Fine. And then you tried to downplay your friendship. Like, it could have been a much different conversation. That's how you know you're not just a good person. That's the part about Sonny that I don't like. You're not a good person. Because while I might not like it, I'm a female. I love a good love story. If you fell in love with him and you're apologetic, I'm not saying everything is going to be roses, but I can understand that because they really do happen. I might not like it, but I can understand that. But the fact that you look me in my face and you keep lying, the fact that you know, now you infiltrating and trying to make me the bad guy, like I'm the problem.
And it's been so many people in support of Sonny over Destiny, that they're agreeing with everything Sonny is doing and saying. Destiny don't matter, no way. You fell in love, it is what it is. Now, if it wasn't Destiny, that she'd have a lot more support. Maybe if her name was Tabitha or something. But Sonny has a lot of support, probably more than Destiny. Unfortunately, I think.
Yeah.
But,
and she's sticking beside her man, right?
Yeah, I mean, and that's fine.
Yeah.
It's how she handled it.
Looks like. Yeah, that's how she handled it.
Women should, in my opinion, stand in your truth on situations like that, because you look crazy. Like, you can be apologetic and just be like, girl, I messed up. I knew I did. That's why I was trying to call you. I knew I messed up, but I love him. I am so sorry. It ain't a woman in the world that can't feel that, because most of the time we fall in love with people, like, for real, we ain't trying to.
Hopefully
you just
not.
wake up one day and roll over and be like, oh my God, I think I like him. So
I don't know about that. I mean, because the minute you take, okay, I might not be trying to, but give me your phone number just in case. I mean, I don't know. You got to get to that point. There was something
I agree
led up
with
to
that. There are things that you're doing in the process, but I'm talking about real feelings. I ain't talking about somebody you're just lusting after and you're screwing. They got married. They're talking about starting a family.
Yeah, she doing IVF.
This isn't just, you know, I'm messing around with somebody. If that situation, and it obviously happened rather quickly. Do I think it was some overlappage? Absolutely. Absolutely. But if you're going to come on a reality show, you can't blame the other girl.
She sure did. She sure did.
That's my issue. Like, why blame her? Like, she's the problem.
Yeah.
Like, she was the issue. Like,
well, she's not coming back now, so maybe things will, maybe things will soften, and I don't know. Because Sonny's not coming back.
So should she look at Nell differently, in your opinion?
No.
Okay.
I don't think so. It's just not that big of a deal. First of all, Sonny is not working for the show. And Sonny, it doesn't sound like they're moving to Alabama. And so, she's going to be a long way away. She's not going to be there as much anymore. Who cares if she comes to your party? I wouldn't care. But
is she pregnant?
She hasn't confirmed anything like that.
I know that here in St. Louis, she did maybe about maybe it was in September. Maybe she did she was filming for something. So she was interviewing, auditioning actresses and actors of all ages.
Really?
So Sonny?
I sent that to you all. Yeah.
Sonny, she seems like she does a lot.
Yeah, she was some kind of show she was trying to do. She actually did a show years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm thinking, I could be wrong, I'm thinking she's trying to pick that show up again. It was like a hood show. It's like something that may end up on Tubi or something.
Well, she has one movie out there now.
Yeah. She was auditioning. Yeah, it was warm. I can't remember when it was, but it was warm.
So I think that she may be gaining weight due to IVF, because doesn't that make you bigger?
Yeah.
So it's how do you do IVF? Do you just get a shot with the man's penis? I mean, because he's in jail. So how do you? He doesn't.
I think you have to prepare your eggs first.
Oh, you have to okay. And then
So
once
you have to prepare your body. It's like, so usually
so he don't need to be home right now.
No, it's preparing your body. And I don't know how long you take it.
Okay.
Or what the situation is, but it's supposed to, I don't know if the word is intensify or increase.
Okay.
Or you don't increase your eggs. What you're born with is what you're born with.
Okay.
That's all the eggs you ever gonna have. So technically, your grandmother carried you. I love the thought of that. Did y'all know that?
Crazy?
Isn't that that's actually kind of neat, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
So
well, I hope she gets pregnant because she definitely wants to. She doesn't have.
Or no, your mother carried your grandchildren. No, that's it. Your mother carried your grandchildren. Yeah. Oh. I think that's kind of neat. So whatever you're born with is what you're born with. But I think I don't know what exactly it does, but I know they make a more viable, maybe viable isn't the word. I don't know what the word is.
Yeah.
But
I sure don't know. I hope it works for her. It's good to know that he doesn't have to be there. I've never gone through the process or heard anybody.
Yeah, I think that his sperm, they probably already collected it. You think or no?
It's possible.
Yeah. And well, that'll be a beautiful child.
Some people stop because if you remember, what's her name? Candace, when she took it, she did it twice. The first time it didn't happen. So I don't know how long you prep. And then she did it the second time and she got pregnant, I think, fairly.
And Sunny has already done it twice. At least that's what she said on the girls' trip bus.
Yeah, it doesn't work, unfortunately, for everybody.
Yeah.
That's so sad.
It is.
So, Lance tell the people that he's been married twice, and that shocked me.
I need him to be older than 32.
Right. Especially
married
since
twice
only
and you're that young.
He could have got married at 18 and then got divorced real fast and then got married again. But why when Martell walks in, they play the Jaws music? Did y'all see that?
No.
Did y'all know? It was like dun,
no.
Dun, dun,
dun. I did not know.
Like here come the shenanigans.
With his little plaid suit on.
And I really feel like production made him.
I like that suit. That suit was short.
He looked nice.
I didn't like Marsau and his baby pink suit on and purple.
Well, Martell wore it first. He wore baby pink first. I think it was when they was in Vegas.
Yeah, they were nice.
So Marsau was trying to be like him, but I would have told him, "You trying to be like me? Ain't nobody come to see you, Otis." But I feel like production, either some other stuff happened and they just didn't show it, or this man just really literally walked in and caused confusion. So he sits down and he just starts. What do y'all think about all the stuff?
I think that production probably, I don't know, it could have been Martell wanting to have this conversation because obviously he wanted to have it because he showed up with Destiny. And now he's over there. Oh, I want to talk about this part. What do you think? Because when I saw this, I said Martell and Tisha are the same people. I thought this was so funny when Tisha said, "Why was me and Melanie arguing? Because you were feeding, you were feeding your wife information." I was like, because you wouldn't stop talking. I'm like, that didn't come out the blue. Martell and Melanie's situation was always Martell and Melanie's situation.
Right.
Tisha inserted herself. This was the season I hated Tisha.
Yeah.
She did insert herself. And she continued to do it, even at her husband flat out telling her to shut up. And if you don't, I can't help you. Even walking away. Tisha would not stop talking. So he was feeding her stuff because you were talking about their personal business.
Yeah.
True. And she still hasn't stopped talking. She just, she's going to talk. I
get that.
Yeah,
so what do y'all think when Tisha was like, I'm about to leave, and then Marsau told her to stay. And
He shouldn't have
Martell
protected her.
says
My
that,
husband said he didn't protect her. He shouldn't have done that. That's the first thing he said. He
but
said
Martell says that Marsau is a narcissist, and he's forcing her to stay and controlling her to stay. What do y'all think?
I don't know about whether or not, I don't know if he's a narcissist, but I believe that Marsau is so cocky. He's betting on us as viewers not to believe Martell, because this narrative has been going on for so many seasons that it's exhausting to the point where people don't care. Even I used to post, let that man cheat in peace.
Yeah.
Because Tisha don't care. So why do we?
That's true.
She don't care.
And it makes him look so bad. Martell's like, stop. So what? I mean, I'm just tired of I don't want to see it. Who cares? No one cares. We've been hearing about it for so long. And then we finally get the non-silk hair press chick in TV, and people's like, that ain't proof. Well, what kind of proof you want?
Yeah.
What else is there to give? It's like, this is dead.
You cannot at this point believe that Marsau hasn't cheated. He may not be cheating currently. That may very well be true. He may not have cheated in 2024 or maybe even 2023 or maybe even 2022. But let's be clear. Prior to, homie was cheating. And it is what it is.
Right.
He has sense enough not to get caught.
And that's it.
And that's it.
And so now if he gets busted for something, it's because Martell is telling it. It just seems pointless to me. I don't know.
He also said
Martell is a day late and $1 short.
Yes, it's like, stop. And then he got up and walked away from Marsau, to me, because there was nothing. He didn't know how to handle Marsau. Marsau can talk him under the table.
I think it was 15 minutes from punching the shit out of him.
Well, don't bring him that kind of crap if you don't want to get considered to be punched in the face. I mean, because I think Marsau eventually he might just have to knock him out. But Martell doesn't know how to talk.
Let me also say this. This also explains the promos from that girl and Ariane's interview.
Mm-hmm.
Because if y'all remember the promos, he said, you asked for it, you even begged for it. Do you remember that?
He did.
When I was watching this, I said, this is where he gets that from. He asked for it, he even begged for it. And I was like, oh.
He asked for it.
That's where it comes from.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. Oh, yeah.
Martell said, hold on. Okay, he says, let's see. But then Tisha keep it. He said that Tisha will know something. So Tisha, he calls her slow. First of all, what do y'all think about him calling her slow? Let's go to that.
See, now I have said the past few weeks, and no, I don't think Marsau should ever say anything. Martell is talking crap. The minute he sat there and called her slow right in front of her face and mine, I think I would have had to get up and handle my business.
To me, at the very least,
doing it right in his face.
I would have gotten up and asked my wife to leave
or something.
Yeah, I mean, at the very least, and let us handle this, because to me, that's why I said when it was so sad in the confessionals, when like she don't even know when she said, I'm finna sit here with my protector, and I just waved my head. I just said, girl, you don't. It's so sad. You don't even know what a man's protection even feels like. Like, that's sad. Like, I know what a man's protection feels like. It ain't no way in hell my husband would have, if that man would have sat down, my husband would have said, babe, you mind getting up?
Yeah.
That would have been the first thing he said. That would have been the first thing he said. But to sit there and let me call me slow, my husband would have gotten up. You can't have no conversation with nobody. You're not finna name call my wife, then say you know stuff. That, oh yeah, you want a woman like me. Yeah, I do. That will let me do anything. And you just let that ride. People were saying
every man wants a woman like you.
And then
I said, oh shucks.
At the end, when Marsau says you're jealous or you want
to be me. I'm better than you in every way.
And people was like, he ate. I was like, no, Martell ate.
No, he did. Not to me.
Girl, his whole point was to embarrass him. He's trying to do it through his wife. Nobody's talking about the backwards and forth between Martell. We've been talking about Tisha. That he did eat.
Yeah, I don't think he ate it
I
all.
think they both were going at it, but I think Martell
Yeah.
won. I will say Martell got the best of both of them.
You win. You do?
Yeah, absolutely. He called her slow. He said that everybody wanted a woman like her. He said that
that was
Tisha
Shay.
knows
That was a
what's
good
going
one.
on, but she just accepts it, and she don't want nobody else to say it.
I just don't
Yes.
see it. I don't see it. I think, and I understand why you guys are saying that, and obviously I could be really, really wrong. I just think
Alexa, stop.
ignoring him is the
Alexa,
best
stop.
possible thing, because he just wants to keep going and going and going and going. I am ignoring you. Your words mean nothing to me. To me, that is the better response. To me, I do think that Marsau ate that conversation big time, especially when he stood up, grabbed his jacket, cocky as heck, and said, "I am better than you. It is what it is." And he said, "You want to be me. You used to be at the top. Now I'm at the top. And where are you?" Marsau ate him alive. He ate him alive, then spit him out and made him walk away. That's what I think. And it's almost true. Because Martell
with
used
that,
to be up
though,
there doing all the building and stuff that Marsau is doing now. It just sounds true.
I think the reason I say he won is because he not only put down Marsau, but he put down his wife. Now, when you sit there and you talk about another man's wife, and the man don't do nothing to say, "Oh, my wife ain't slow. No, I don't cheat on my wife." Like, he never even said, "No, I don't do any of that." No, you don't have. Marsau just sat there and let him say something about his wife. He won.
So let's look at this
my man ain't gonna
comment.
sit there and let nobody talk about me like that.
Calling Tisha slow is nothing. He called his ex-wife and mother of his kids a hoe on national TV. He said nothing that bad to cause y'all to breathe, to cause y'all to lose your breath or whatever. Protect Tisha from what? This is karma. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awful.
Yeah.
I really feel like,
in my opinion, if you a man that protects his wife, like for real, wouldn't have sat there and entertained that conversation.
No.
Very second that Martell start insulting your wife, for you to sit there and giggle about it or laugh, look over, baby, don't worry about it. Ain't no way in hell a man that is protecting his wife would have sat there like that. I'm sorry. I mean, ask your man, like for real. I ain't talking about no thug stuff. I ain't talking about fighting or nothing. I'm talking about a man. Ask your daddy. Ask your daddies. No man would sit there like that. They would have gotten up the second Martell started that bull crap. They're so entertaining and kissing each other, and Tisha leaving like he don't care about it. He do care about it. Sitting up there with titties and a pink suit on with no socks.
No, she didn't.
That ain't cool. That's not protecting your woman. That's not protecting your wife.
That's what I didn't like.
Yeah, I mean
you don't entertain foolishness. A man don't do this. See, Martell, I like Marsau, but he likes to mental battle with people.
And it works well with Martell.
And most of the time, it works very, very well because Martell is an emotional guy. Mm-hmm. Then he put his hand on his shoulder. In my opinion, he was provoking him.
Yeah,
that the average guy would have punched him in the face then.
Yeah, but we talking about Martell. So
I'm just saying I just think they didn't want to fight. I think Martell would go gangster with him
because he has nothing to lose. You got to think about that too.
Okay,
he has nothing to lose.
But Martell got up, but it was Martell that got up and walked away. Why
not? He didn't know what else to say.
I mean, he put his hand on his shoulder, he should have. Because now you try to provoke me.
He can't handle Marsau. When you want to have a conversation, you can sit here and attempt to shade me all you want. But when it comes down to it, you want what I have right now. So you can talk about me. You can attempt to talk about my wife. I wouldn't let the wife conversation go on, honestly. But overall, no. What was he going to sit there and say?
That was the whole conversation out of Martell's mouth, though.
And Martell, who claims to be the shade guy, had to get up and walk away because he can't continue a conversation with Marsau. I don't think Martell did anything worth calling he ate. He didn't eat nothing. He probably went and vomited afterwards because he lost.
Sure.
Sitting up there trying to dog her.
I mean, her husband let her.
Yeah, he sure did. Yeah, that's
what I didn't like. He shouldn't have let him.
Talking about just them two, then no. Martell didn't win anything.
I feel like it was an even battle, but I do feel like Martell one solely because he did not protect his wife. Now, if he would have protected his wife, then it would have been really, really even.
Totally different.
But the fact that he sit there and let him call his wife slow, oh no, that was too much.
Yeah, I agree with
Because
that.
you
I
know
agree
the
with that
narrative
part.
is that Tisha is slow. That people feel like she is very, very slow.
People been calling that girl slow since second season, and you
Right.
let a man tell you to your face.
Yeah, that's the one part I don't agree with. If anything would have made me jump as Marsau, it would have been when you calling her slow to our face. Other than that, I mean, and that's a big thing. So I get that part.
But I will say this: Martell has officially burned all his bridges.
He really has.
There is no more bridges to walk over. He has nobody to film with. He might as well have resigned.
And if you think about that, I mean,
Outside of
what
maybe the
else?
Fletchers.
Huh?
Outside of maybe the Fletchers. Because I don't believe Destiny gonna be there next year. I don't think this show could very well end, because now the only angle that they have to go now is to go kiss Mel's tail and make up with Mel and make it all good, because now nobody's talking to Martell. Maybe she'll be cool with that. But Martell has nowhere to go. He has burned every bridge.
He sure has.
He has. I mean, and not just with Marsau. You think about everybody on the show. He's the only one that doesn't.
Only one Maurice will film with him, because Maurice don't want his stuff out.
Oh, he already put Maurice out with that girl with that bad wig.
But I think that, but really and truly, I don't think that was enough for Maurice to be upset.
Oh, yes, he was. Well,
you
got a
so?
woman. Oh, if Kimmy, you think Kimmy don't know that they
but was he with Kimmy
when
at
they
that
went
time?
to Vegas?
He wasn't married to Kimmy then.
He wasn't, but they was, I think, was going together.
I don't think it's as bad, because he wasn't married to Kimmy then.
He wasn't married to her.
I mean, when Marsau was at the movie theater, he was with Kimmy.
Here's two trips. And Kimmy was mad.
I don't think he was with Kimmy then.
Yet she claimed they was together for 9 years. That was always the confusing part. Remember first season?
Oh,
they were together 9 years. Melanie said, I don't know if I would have waited 9 years for a ring. Yeah, 9 years. So it could have been, I kind of get the feeling that they've known each other for 9 years. Maybe they was messing around. Maybe they was in and out. Because I never did understand with the Miami Maurice. And he was this playboy down in Miami. So that's why I was thinking maybe they was serious at some point after playing. But this is the second trip. Because if Kimmy was mad at what Coleslaw did in Atlanta, you think she ain't gonna be mad to hear about this woman in Vegas? Because Kimmy was ticked off at Martell about that. This is a woman that just said they was with linebackers. This woman said that basically her and Maurice and Marsau ran a train on her.
Crazy.
And if you listen to Martell in confessional saying, he come behind me, I pass on women, he coming behind me. Yeah, that was the whole disgusting. Like, that's terrible.
That is.
That was absolutely terrible. Martell, he lost himself. Like, whoo. That's why I said he has nowhere to go but the Fletchers, maybe. Because I don't believe Destiny probably ain't gonna be here.
Yeah, it's a done deal. And it depends on what happens at reunion.
I heard the reunion was a whole crap show. And they filmed it so long ago. And so much has happened since the reunion. I don't even know how
they filmed it so long ago. I don't understand why he does that.
It's so stupid. Like, they probably should be filming the reunion right now.
Yeah, like, that's stupid.
They filmed this thing like in October or something.
They filmed it before they even finished the first half of the thing.
That was crazy to me. And the only thing that I could think of is something happened and they had to. I don't know. It didn't make any
is it
sense
cheaper to
me.
rent the place out early? Like, what's going
Yeah,
on?
I never. So, Maurice's case has been dropped. We talking about things that seem so trivial. I was saying that last week, and they had already filmed the reunion. Martell had this whole interview that they not gonna talk about.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, child.
That's just crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Well, anything else, y'all?
Mm-hmm.
So I forgot what the previews are. Okay. Who was this muscle man that was with Ken?
Probably a friend of his. And Ken and Tricia, I'm so sick of her. I wish she would get her lives together.
God.
And I see that her and Melanie get into it. I will say that she don't look like she not gonna kiss males behind. So I don't know what's gonna happen there. And Trish seemed like a ticket bomb. Just
She
know what I mean?
Hold back on Melody. That'll be interesting.
Right.
Yeah.
That'll be interesting to see because people tend to be real gentle with her. Because now that I was watching this, I was like, I wonder is it Trisha that goes off on her and not Kimmy?
It's a good thought, or both of them.
Because I could see Trisha going off on her. Yeah. I don't know why, because Trisha make herself look guilty with her double talk. Ooh. And the fact that she can't keep a story straight.
Trish, she just lied so much that I don't even understand how anybody would want to hang with her. She even lied to her man, talking about, I went to the notary, but I didn't go to the notary. Like, I want to be married to you, but I haven't signed the paper. Like, she didn't even be honest with him.
Well, y'all didn't really talk about his conversation he was having when he interrupted Nell's son, and suddenly started talking about him and his girl. And he said, well, why y'all mad at me? If she don't want to marry me, if she's cheating or whatever, I'm going to leave. I'm not going to miss her. I'm going to miss the kids. Yeah, what was that about?
So weird to me.
Because he's weird. Because what y'all said is true about him. He just wanted a woman with kids.
Is it because he don't have his own?
I think so.
I don't know. Maybe old boy was on to something.
Right.
Maybe boy.
You had kids, man. I'm telling you. Because I'm serious. Like, that was the weirdest thing I've ever heard anybody say before.
Yeah.
Like, I don't care if she left me today, I'd be all right. So you don't love her?
It now is obvious that
he wasn't even the topic at that moment. Let him talk. Yeah.
They just wanted to be on the show. They was happy Stormy left because they got to be on the show.
Who?
They got to be in the front part because I don't think they was in the front part till she left, right?
Oh, I don't know.
I don't think they was in the intro.
Are they now?
Yeah. They are now.
They are now.
Because she's dancing.
How did I not know that? Okay.
Yeah. This girl ain't nothing to see.
Okay, exactly. Yeah, I'm over him. I'm over Ken. They can just go. I don't care. But I do want to see next week's episode to see what she's really got to say about Melody. Because now when I did see that, I thought to myself, okay, this will be the last time we see her. Because you can't cover Melody on her own show and expect to stay on the show, in my opinion. So this might be her last little scene.
I don't know if Melody gonna be on this show.
Right. I was gonna say Melody leaving.
Yeah,
that could be true.
If she really beefing with Carlos King, could she be walking away?
Nobody is liking him right now on his show.
That's what I was about to say. Everybody's beefing with Carlos. Everybody's beefing with him.
Who is everybody?
Let's see. So we possibly who quit the show? The girls over at the Bell. The Bell Collective.
I'm talking about it in Love and Marriage, yeah.
Oh, at Love and Marriage, probably nobody but Mel, if that. So nobody there, I wouldn't think. Would you? No, I can't think of anybody on that show. In general is what I was referring to.
Yeah, Tisha's in the intro. They was all wearing purple. I hate to see dudes in purple suits. For one, I do.
You think of Barney?
Yes, immediately.
I knew it. I do too.
I don't mind a purple tie, but purple suits, oh my God, it's so unattractive.
I think
Chris
Chris Barney
Spencer could get away with it.
Maybe him, but it got to be a subtle purple. This is more plum than purple, but it looks like a clown.
So
my daddy used to wear a burgundy suit, though. I used to hate that suit, girl. When he died, my stepmother, that woman he married, tried to bury him in a burgundy suit. I was like, no, ma'am. No, ma'am.
But that's what he liked, Joy.
No, ma'am. No,
if that's what he liked and the step chick knew, the mama knew, then how you gonna say no?
He wasn't. He was buried in the blue suit.
Okay.
He wasn't buried in no burgundy suit. I hated that suit. Yeah. I hated that.
All right, Pete, what you doing over there?
But that's it, y'all. I guess that's it with love and marriage. Do y'all think it's gonna be on next year?
Yes.
Okay. The dynamics would be weird. I gotta see the reunion.
You think it's gonna be what ask your question again? Sorry, my child talked to me.
We don't know.
I think that my daughter, she thinks I think about this. She majored in what you majored in, communications media. Then you major in marketing or media?
Media. I did media.
And she is of the belief that no show should really last past 4 seasons, 5 max, because it starts to lose, or you have to almost do an overhaul because begin to do the overhaul because it loses its luster. And I don't know where stories can go. Because at this point, nobody's friends. Like Kimmy and Tisha only cool because they related and they're brothers. Nobody's anybody's friend. So you make these forced situations. Melanie don't want to be in no situation with everybody unless she's hosting it. Yeah. So it's a fractured show, and it shows in the relationships. You can, in reality shows are no different than scripted shows. You have to get fresh ideas, fresh producers, you just can't be the status quo. And they've been they're on a formula that just no longer works because they're not friends anymore. And we still talking about situations and stuff from probably 10 years ago. Because the show, although this is the 9th season, it's only been in existence since 2019.
Oh, yeah. He had these. I don't know why
he been on for 9 years. Although they've only been on since 2019. So because of that, I think it's weird at this point. Nobody likes each other for real. It's very, very, very obvious. They're only tolerating each other to film. And it's not fun anymore. You go back and rewatch the first season, the dynamic and the chemistry between them was like, dang, this was a good show. It captured everybody. Everybody was taken aside wherever you were. Second season, same thing. Third season, it was like on fire. People who wasn't even watching it was watching clips like, what channel does this show come on? And it started to lose its luster. Then it was the end of Melanie and Martell's marriage. Melanie wanted people to choose. They were in it. They was fighting all the time. We were still invested though. But yeah, by the 5th or 6th season, it was getting weird. If you didn't even understand the show on TV because so much was happening off camera.
Yes. And I do feel like Carlos really lets them do too much off camera. Like, I feel like, I don't know because it don't seem like that much happens off camera with Bravo. Like, even if I don't know if they have some kind of social media thing where they can't say as much or what, but Carlos lets too much happen off season.
Yeah. I mean, things happen with Bravo off camera, but a lot of times I'm of the really, really, really strong belief with Bravo particularly that a lot of those people use the blogs. They work with blogs to create storylines for themselves. So like on Jersey, Housewives of Jersey, Margaret and what's her name hated Teresa. I believe they work with bloggers to release this information while they are filming. So we would be hearing stories, but that stuff would actually play out on television. With Love and Marriage Huntsville, bits and pieces of it would play out on Huntsville and not all of it. So you remember those conversations we used to have like in real time?
Yeah.
Such. They wouldn't let everything play out because so much was happening on Facebook and Instagram or Twitter, and they picked and choose what stories that would become a big deal. Like, if you want to talk about cheating, why didn't nobody has ever mentioned this girl who released actual text messages and videos and her conversations back and forth with Marsau? That was a real thing. Nobody talked about that. This girl that had the interview with Martell, I'd seen her pictures before. It just didn't make sense. People were saying, this is who I heard he was messing with. We'd be like, girl, whatever. First of all, she was cute. And nobody really thought Marsau could really pull her.
I didn't.
She just didn't look like nothing on that interview. But that girl used to be a baddie.
I can't believe she went on TV on that interview looking like that. Like, Ariane looked cute. Did Ariane not have no outfit to give her? Don't she got clothes?
She looked okay, I'm staying there.
I don't know. That whole situation, I don't know. It didn't make no sense to me.
Oh Lord, y'all.
I just remember watching, I can't remember what season it was. I don't know if it was third season, where they didn't have a reunion. And in lieu of the reunion, they had like this social media episode where they had bloggers on there. And then that's the episode where Carlos King just flat out told us, how the show became about. And he said that Respectable Cheating was actually their first day of filming the actual show, not the pilot. They had filmed the pilot months prior. And when he had called Melanie and told her the show was picked up after that, and it was confirmed that they weren't together before they filmed the first season.
Mm-hmm.
That's particular episode. In that particular episode, he was talking about some of the things that was happening in social media. But if you don't have the whole picture, it's confusing to people. It's confusing. People are like, I don't understand that. Why is that going on? I'd be like, girl, they in court. And this is happening, and this is happening. And the emotions that Melanie would have didn't always make sense on camera. And I don't know if they had made a decision not to expose certain things because sometimes it involved children.
Right.
That's possible. But sometimes it wasn't even about children. Or if you believe Martell, that year that they went to Vegas, they had been screwing that whole time. Yeah. They were still having sex.
I don't believe him with that.
Girl, that is why he tried to dip in her room.
No, I just feel like anybody, when you have an ex and y'all go on a trip, they gonna try. I don't. If they still think they got a chance. You don't even have to be talking to them for years. They still gonna be like, "Oh, I might be."
That's true. Like that is true, but I do believe they're still messing around. I mean, she does kind of admit that it ain't no more messing around. When they separated, that wasn't the end. She said something to that effect. I don't know how she said it. So, in other words, when she filed for divorce during COVID, that wasn't the last that they dealt with one another physically. There was I mean, it doesn't mean she's not a bad person. It was her husband.
Yeah, but I don't think when they went to Vegas, she was doing him. I just don't.
I don't think actually in Vegas. I'm talking about during that time. They had been.
No, I don't think during that time because she couldn't stand him by that time.
I don't either. I don't think so.
Yeah, that'd be the best sex sometimes.
Yeah, but not when you have a side piece and you calling me a hoe and no, it's too far. Like you say, it's too far now with Tisha and Marsau. It was too far by that time. Like he takes too far, and by that time it's so fractured you don't even want to see them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but makeup sex is great, but I think that wasn't no making up on that.
Sometimes it's not even a makeup. It's just I miss you, but I hate you. Sometimes it's just that.
Yeah, well, no matter what it could have been a whole lot. I just don't think that she hooked up.
I don't think
during
so.
that time.
Okay.
I think she.
Okay.
No.
I think she was done. So
yes, yeah, he had definitely given her reason.
So you don't think that they get along much better off camera than what we've seen on camera? I tend to think about that one time when Melanie went live and her and Martell was at a game for one of their babies. Nothing happened. It wasn't anything inappropriate, or when I mean inappropriate, it wasn't anything sexual, nothing like that. They were just cheering on their baby, but they were just getting along.
They weren't even talking. All you heard was Sugar Mama. She wasn't talking to him.
No, Melanie was talking on there.
I remember that because y'all made me think that they was really having a full blown. How you doing? How your mama doing?
No. I never said that. They were
came.
cheering.
He sat beside her. Sugar Mama had the phone, turned it on, and he was mostly talking to her. And then eventually she got up and said, "Okay, I'm about to leave." Like it was not no how you doing, how your mama doing.
I didn't say that. I never said
that.
The point is his point was they get along when the cameras aren't rolling. Much better than what you see beside her.
I think he exaggerated that way bigger than because I was expecting so much more.
He didn't exaggerate anything.
They ain't gonna sit there and argue.
He exaggerates everything.
We just heard
when you at the baby's game, I'm sure they wasn't gonna sit and she wasn't gonna be like, "Don't be sitting by me." I'm sure she wasn't gonna make a scene, but nothing happened. They just sat beside each other. Okay. That was it. It wasn't a whole bunch of conversation. It wasn't nothing. He was trying to talk to Sugar Mama, and she was on the phone.
Mm-hmm.
I just think they wasn't making a scene in public, but and I think they could have sat in a room together before then because they were trying to film together. But then he just started doing the revenge porn and a lot happened.
Okay.
I think he done broke. I don't think he got no friends.
I mean, I don't think he definitely don't have none on this show.
No,
I'm not gonna sit up here but maybe Destiny and maybe Chris Fletcher, but Chris Fletcher might be ticked off of him. Like, man, I don't want to be questioned with my wife about something I said to you. Such. Shut your mouth about me altogether. That's gonna get me a conversation with my wife. Because while I just think they was just a pack of whores.
Absolutely. They were all doing stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a friend group of cheaters.
Yeah.
Every last one of them, which is crazy.
It happens.
But I think that Marsau and
some help you cheat. I know. I've known that to happen. I knew somebody who was married to a really good friend of mine, and she had some sexual issues. And she really should have been honest with him before they got married. But people were helping him cheat afterwards.
Oh, God.
While they were still married because the situation it didn't work. And it really wasn't his fault, but it really wasn't hers either. She had been raped by her brother.
Oh, God.
And it was a really shock to me because she told me she was a virgin. And the conversation I had to have with her was the most painful conversation I think I ever had to have in my young adult life at that time. Because, she just looked at sex differently. And she didn't like it. And
I wouldn't either.
She didn't like it. But
that's horrible.
Yeah, girl was such a sass. And wait a minute, she had the nerve to cheat on him. Which didn't make
no way.
I swear to God. Girl, it made no sense to me.
What?
Oh, girl, made no sense.
You know what, but you never know what's going on in somebody's mind.
Yeah. It was but I think the reality was he was nice to her. And she needed somebody that would be calm and sweet to her. And I think people forget that, that element of just being soft to a woman. But yeah, and she liked it.
That's crazy.
So that's when people was helping him cheat, by the way.
That's crazy.
Yeah, because she was actually pregnant with somebody else when they was getting a divorce.
All right, I'm done with y'all.
So tomorrow, oh, go ahead, Kelly. I'm sorry.
No, I'm done. I'm done.
I know, but yeah. All right, y'all. But this has been this was actually a pretty good episode. I don't know if we gave it a number, but I would have given this an 8.5.
Same. Yeah, same. Yeah. But tomorrow, because I should be able to do something tomorrow. Are we doing Potomac?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the only thing, right?
And maybe
if y'all want to do Married to Medicine,
I gotta watch it. Let's see
if I watch it. Any of y'all watch Married at First Sight?
Not anymore. I just watched it that one season where Chris kept telling the girls
to watch it. That was the
y'all, baby, y'all should. If y'all want to binge watch something, it's a couple on there called. She's actually from Africa, but she's born here. Her name is MM, and his name is Igichi. He's not African, but he does have an African name. Okay. And they're Black. It's two Black couples. It's another couple. They were both mixed, and she don't think her husband is cool enough, but I think she's gonna like him. I think that's the couple that's gonna laugh. But baby, this other couple, MM and Igichi, you talking about the conversations that it has garnered. They think he a narcissist. I think differently, but I would love for y'all to watch it. And even if you don't want to watch the whole season, watch the latest episode that came on this week. If y'all got a what do you call it? Where you can pull up all the recordings. I have Hulu.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, I got Hulu. Is it on Hulu?
Yeah, it's on Hulu. Married at First Sight. It's season. Let me tell you what season it is.
I'll watch this the last.
It's season 18, but the latest episode is 10. It's the anniversary dinner showdown, baby.
Okay, I'm gonna watch.
Woo, that was good.
If we watch it, maybe that could be our chapstick moment. Us watching it.
It's so good, yeah. But if you like it, then start from the beginning. Or I don't start from the beginning. I start at the weddings. I don't like all that pre stuff. I start at the weddings. Because I'm gonna
look at it when we get off before Potomac come really on.
Good. Mm-hmm. See if you like it. And text me if what y'all think about that couple, because she clowned on him. And
man, really? Okay, I'm gonna watch it.
Yeah, she clowned. It's an argument over who's the narcissist here. I'm male friendly, so I tend to think both of them have issues, but I tend to think that girl been clowning with him because she was mad of what he accused her of being sexually aggressive. He said she sexually assaulted him. And that she's just aggressive personality. And he's woke, so he knows what the that verbiage to call a Black woman means. To me, he could have come up with a whole bunch of different words. Assertive would have even been better. But yeah,
what did she do? Did she attack him?
According to her, on the honeymoon, he grabbed her hand and placed it over his private. According to her.
Look, I'm just gonna see. She was trying to see what he was working with, but go ahead.
Okay. But a lot of people feel like once he saw her house, he felt intimidated because they live in Chicago and she's like a nurse practitioner.
Oh yeah, she got a nice house.
So she had a really swanky apartment and his is like really small. But I'm like, he got a really nice view. But I'm like, in Chicago, it ain't no cheap rent. It ain't no
not at all.
rent in Chicago. He probably, for that little bitty corner he got, it was actually in a high rise because he has a decent view. She had a bad view. Both of them live in high rises. But his is real small.
Okay.
He probably got 500 square feet. She probably had 1,200. And hers was a townhouse. Hers was 2 floors. She had 2 bedrooms, really big. He was like, his whole apartment could fit in her living room.
Dang.
It was a nice. She's living well. And she has her own practice. So she does like Botox and she making a killing.
She might, because that's what Chantel does. Is that what her name is?
Who is Chantel?
Is she from Married at First Sight?
Mm-hmm.
Her and Pedro. Where they from?
Mm-hmm.
No, they are from this 90 Days Fiance.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you could.
Yeah,
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, she does that.
Yeah. So just watch it. If y'all
Okay.
want some good TV, Married at First Sight is a really, really, really good TV show. And we ain't even got to the good part because allegedly somebody this season, the couple switched partners.
Oh God.
And we still don't know who's switching. We think we might know. We're guessing.
Can they do that when they're married?
No. So this is the first time this has happened.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm like, oh my, I can't wait to figure out who it is. People think it's M and this white guy. And
wow.
Yeah, I don't know if that's true. And then I heard that it's this other black guy who's mixed, who wanted a blonde girl. She treated him so bad. They think he was messing with somebody else's wife.
Oh, dang it.
So we don't know.
I might pick it up and watch it.
Yeah. And we ain't even got to that part.
Wow.
But yeah. All right.
Be good.
All right. Peace out, y'all.
Peace out, girl. Kelly done left us, honey.
I see. But yeah, Married at First Sight, season 18.
All right. So you gonna end it or you want me to?
I'll end it. Bye.
All right. I'll see y'all later. I'm about to watch Married at First Sight.
All right. Peace.
All right.
I'm trying, what it says, Ike trying to ruin M's image and career. Oh, you think so? Finally, I could talk to somebody. I don't know if he's trying. Okay, let me just say this. What is your name? Yvette? I don't know if he is, but I think that M, once he said that she was aggressive to her friends and to the experts, that she was sexually aggressive, I tend to think that M has been mean to him off camera. This is just my opinion. She seems very, very reserved because everything that he said to the experts and to her friend, he said to her directly, let's take sex off the table. She's very reserved. She says nothing back. She just sits there and shake her head. Nah, she ain't doing that when them cameras is down. She's very much aware of the angry black woman trope, and she doesn't want to give that. But at that table, she showed her hand. When Ike said he treats her like crap, that girl has been walking around that apartment with an attitude because she's been ticked off of him and he ain't been responding. I just believe it. Like, I tend to look at what people aren't saying and their body language. M was ticked, but she don't want to really portray that. But at that table, she showed herself. She's not ghetto. I would never say she ghetto. I didn't say she was ghetto, but she showed her hand. Showing your hand.
She was just mad. I need to watch. I'm going to watch.
She was mad, and she had a right to be mad. But the difference is what she's showing on camera and off are two different things. But I don't think she ghetto. I wouldn't say she ghetto, but she showed her whole hand. And in the midst of an argument, when she was talking to her friends, when he said that she makes him feel like he's beneath her, that's how she makes him feel. I believe him there. I'm gonna tell you why. In the midst of an argument, always listen to details. She mentioned her master's degree and her intelligence. Now, she was just saying like he thought he was finna get some stupid woman. No, I got a master's here. Why is your husband not calling you or texting you back? Why is that? Why does your educational level come into that? He's a teacher. He at least has a bachelor's degree. So he has some sort of education. This isn't an uneducated man. She just has a master's degree. Now, as a woman that holds a master's degree, I'll tell you that my master's was easier than getting my undergrad.
But does she have a nurse? If she's a nurse practitioner, that ain't easy.
I don't know. She said, I'm just telling you what she said. She said,
that's very hard. A nurse practitioner can actually have their own practice and not. I'm pretty sure run like almost a clinic. Like that's just not a regular nurse. They're almost a doctor.
I know they can write scripts.
Yeah.
He's a covert narcissist. I think that he is what we would call woke, what we would call conscious kind of dude, and they want a certain kind of woman. They want a softer woman. And
why did they match them then? I don't get that.
And let me also say this, and M ain't it, and that's okay. It's okay. Every woman isn't like that. Right. You know, I'm not like that. I just said that I had to learn how to be softer.
Why would they match them if that's what he wanted?
Because they tend to, I think the experts tend to think opposites a lot of time will balance one another. I think that's their thing. And in a way, in some instances, it does work. But it in this instances, I don't think, one, he found her truly attractive. Let's start there.
Okay.
I don't believe that he did. M isn't ugly by any stretch of the imagination. Okay. She has a nice body. She's one of those women, Black women, that got it all. She went to school. She did everything in order. She went to school. She got a career. She got the place. I don't think she owns her place, but she got her life together. That man was the only unchecked thing for her. Okay. And when they married her, she was like, I got my man. Let's jump in. And I don't think he was feeling her like that. I just don't think he was feeling her. And I think there was even probably, and people were saying, well, he a gold digger. I was like, if he was a gold digger, he would have had to hit the jackpot.
Yeah.
I don't think that's it. I don't think he wants her. I don't think he wants her. And she don't want him, for real, because any woman that want a man is never going to sit up here and say, you came here with this Joker ace suit on.
Oh.
Looking like a clown. Like, she don't want him. No man wants a woman that doesn't respect him. And no woman don't want a man that's not going to protect her. Because he's not protecting her. He should have never said that she was aggressive and sexually aggressive. He ain't protecting her and she ain't respecting him. That's a wrap.
That's over.
And they try to get back together next week, which is a complete waste of time. They don't. They're not a good fit.
They trying to stay on that show.
Yeah. But my whole thing is, why would she? She got the money, right? They don't get no but $1,500 an episode.
Oh no.
My $1,500 is not worth my dignity or my reputation or respect.
No. That's crazy. I'm about to watch it.
Yeah, it's good.
I might watch it from the beginning because I ain't got nothing else I'm watching. So
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but I don't know. Yeah, but anyway, I don't think she ghetto. She definitely ain't ghetto. She's what most women really want to be, but we have to be able to balance. Once you get the world, you have to be able to balance your boss B-ness. Like my whole thing is, girl, when you come home, crawl in your man's arms, let him have the world. You got to run it out there in the streets. Let him run it at home. And I don't think M has learned it.
How old is she?
I think she in her low 30s.
Okay. Well, she should know that by now. She's
in her low 30s. And he's like in his low. I think both of them are. Let me see how old. I can't. I think maybe he's a little older. Yeah. And he keeps telling her to live in the moment. She just don't get it. He telling you to chill, girl. Let him direct the conversations. She, and I get it. She wants to get to the good part. Every woman do. Because you my man. That's her thought process. And when you first meet a guy, you just kind of need to let him lead. She doesn't know how to do that part. I see it. He might be a little of a narcissist, but I don't see it. I don't see it. I think they both are. They both want what they want.
Oh no, Victor lost his house. Okay. Well, all right, y'all. I'm about to watch it.
Who lost their house?
Victor Newman. You didn't see Callie just?
Oh yeah, I saw him. His nice real name. Yes.
Why I can say it?
Yeah, I do exactly. I know he's talking
That
about.
what you said though, like he is Victor Newman.
Yeah.
Oh
They said a whole historic Black neighborhood and burned down.
Oh my God, this is awful.
Mm-hmm. And you know it's been they didn't caught 2 people.
You told me that. I think that that's crazy.
That's crazy. All right, y'all. We've been on here too long. All right.
Be good.
Peace out, y'all.
Peace out. See y'all tomorrow.
Bye.
Okay, let me get on Married at First Sight.